Hi everyone! I hope you're all having a great week. In the video I'm posting this week, I'm working on a birthday card I made for a very special person in my life. I made my card using watercolor paper. And before starting to paint, the first thing I did was sketch my design onto the card, and then I started adding my watercolors. As usual, when I'm painting with watercolors, I always start by adding my lightest shades of paint first. This card I'm painting is, like I said, for a very special person in my life, and that person is my mom. I decided to paint a mermaid in my mom's card because I think she was a mermaid in a past life, much like myself. We both love the water, we love the ocean, we love swimming, and whenever we are around water, we just love to be in it. My mom is also a person who's very young at heart and who loves to have fun and to be playful. I thought a mermaid card would be perfect for her. Some of my fondest childhood memories are of days spent with my family on the beach in our town of Kapeli, New Brunswick. Whenever it was possible for us to do so, my mom would pack up some food, all our things, and with the four of us in tow, we would head to the beach and spend the entire day there. In fact, everyone in my family really loves the water. My father was a fisherman when I was growing up, and both my brothers are fishermen now, and my father continues to fish with them. You could definitely say that the ocean is in our blood. To this day, one of our favorite places to gather as a family is by the ocean, and I'm very happy and proud to say that my husband's family is also very much the same as we are. We both have family traditions of spending family quality time by the ocean. So getting back to the details of my painting, now that I've finished adding the lighter layers of color, I'm going to start layering in some darker shades. As part of the design for the card I'm making my mother, I've decided to include a big seashell with a pearl in it, as well as a treasure chest. In this part of my project, I'm using a Caran a Neocolor 2 Aquarelle pencil to start adding some shading to certain areas of my mermaid. Once I'm finished applying the watercolor pencil, basically I'll take a damp brush and I'll use it to spread some of that color around. Here I'm using a water-soluble marker to add some color to my mermaid's tail. First I apply some color using the marker's fine tip, and then I use the larger tip to start adding a few more details. And when I'm done with this, I'll use a damp brush to spread some of that color. It would certainly be possible to create a painting like this using watercolors only. But since I have a variety of different tools that are water soluble, I figured I might as well just use all the different media I have in order to create my painting. because some of the colors I have in my pencils or markers are different than the ones I have in watercolors. And this can just help me increase the variety of colors that I'll see in my painting. I also really like to use water-soluble markers because they are very good when it comes to shading, since they are blendable. What I can do is basically blend out the lines on the interior, for instance on this seashell, and I can leave the rest intact. Something else I also really like about water-soluble markers is that I can usually do finer details with them than I could with my watercolor brushes. Watercolor marker sets usually come with a blending tool such as the one I'm using right now. I like using this tool with my water-soluble markers because the blending can be more subtle and it doesn't usually leave the same watercolor marks that using a regular watercolor brush would do. Again, using a water-soluble marker, I'm going to start painting in the background. Here I'm using a wet brush to activate some of that color that I just applied with my water-soluble marker. At first I was being very careful not to blend my different colors together, but then it happened in one or two areas and I actually really liked the effect it created, so I started doing it everywhere in my painting. Once I was satisfied with the background color for my painting, I started to draw some details with my markers and pens. My mother and I both share summer birthdays. She was born at the end of August and I was born in the middle of July. My mom loves the water so much that she was swimming on the day that I was born. In fact, just a few hours before I was born, she was in the water floating with her big belly carrying me. And every year on my birthday, my mom loves to tell me the story of the day I was born. It's a story I could never get tired of hearing. My mom and I share a very special bond, and we've spent many hours in the water together, playing and giggling and just having quality time together. This is probably one of the things I miss most about living so far away from New Brunswick. Once I was done painting in the colors for my painting and adding in all the details I wanted to add, I started writing a special message to my mom. It reads in French, "Happy birthday, Mom, you are a real treasure." For final touches, I use a white pen to add some highlights to my painting. Once these little details are finished, my card is complete. Now I can show you the rest of the card. Card cover I wrote, "Mums like you are not found everywhere." Like a beautiful secret hidden in the sea, you must have been a mermaid in a past life. All goes according to plan. This year we will have celebrated my mom's birthday with her. Mom, we're so happy and lucky to have you in our lives, and we hope we get to celebrate many more birthdays with you. We love you lots. Thank you all for making the time to join me on this journey. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed creating this card for my mom. Have a wonderful week and happy creating!